Hey my loves, today I'm going to be doing my December favorites. This is the most organized I've ever been for a favorites video. I jotted down everything I wanted to mention on my phone last night. Like, I never do that. I just kind of go into it blind and I'm like, I use this a lot, and then I forget about, half the things I really love. Forgive me if my voice seems off. I'm sure I've said this a few times already, but I'm getting over the flu and it's not been the best time. So I have a lot of things to talk to you guys about. December, I kind of jumped back and forth, so it's kind of difficult to remember all of my favorites because half of the month was spent here, then the other half of December was spent with my family back home in Georgia. But while I was still here and I was still filming and stuff, I whipped back out my Revlon Nearly Naked foundation because I wanted to mention this in my yearly favorites, which will be coming like next week, I think. And honestly, I didn't even remember what it looked like on the skin, and I was like, I used this for like almost 7 months straight, and then I jumped into Lancome Tintadol Ultra. I never looked back, and honestly, I don't know what is wrong with me. I don't know why I ever stopped using this. It goes on the skin and it feels like water. It is so lightweight in its coverage, but it just looks so beautiful. You look like you have flawless skin, but it almost doesn't even look like you're wearing makeup, which is crazy to me. I really love this foundation. 130 Shell is a touch on the yellow side for me right now, but honestly, once it's all blended in and I have on powder and stuff, it matches pretty well. Typically it's my summer color, but I didn't want to buy a totally separate color just, to wear this in the winter. So yeah, I really love this. It is one of my holy grail products and I continue to go back to it, but I just remembered this month why I loved it so much. When I'm traveling, I like to use it as an excuse to bring makeup that I wouldn't normally use on camera. So i.e. things that were limited edition, things that were discontinued. One of the things I got and I barely used was the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Resi palette. The reason I am talking about it is you can get all of these colors now and you can get them as singles, really big singles as well, for like 10 bucks a piece. But I traveled with this because I felt like I got it and I didn't use it at all. I fell so in love with this palette, it's not even funny. One of my go-to looks was caramel in the crease with a fluffy brush. Then I would dust Morocco into the outer third, just really bringing it into the crease. And I would really try to leave the lid blank because then I would go in with vanilla and almost create like a cut, not a cut crease, but like a cut lid. So it went up and into the crease color and it was sharp and it made the eyes look huge and round and gorgeous. Those were my favorite colors. That was my favorite combination. I use Little Black Dress a lot to tightline the eyes. I use Deep Plum sometimes in the outer corner. I tend to steer clear of these colors. I don't know why. I have used Legend occasionally as an inner corner highlight, but if you were just going to get 3 eyeshadow singles from Anastasia, I highly recommend these 3. I think that they work so well together. Okay, so for eyes, I have 2 eyeliners. The first being my NYX Slide On Glide On, and definitely waterproof, an Extreme Shine eyeliner. It used to be definitely a turn-on eyeliner, and I think that they changed it, which is nice. I really love this. Basically what happened was I lost my favorite eyeliner for the waterline ever, which is Perfect Espresso from Too Faced. It's their perfect eyeliner range. I got a new one while I was in Georgia actually, but I haven't broken it open. And I wanted just something dark for the waterline. And what I did was I brought this because it is gorgeous. I'm wearing it on the eyeliner, or I'm wearing it on the waterline today. I'm done. I'm losing it. But what I did is I also brought MAC Costa Riche. So I had the opportunity, or the option rather, to either do a stark black or I could mix it with Costa Riche and get that really nice dark brown like Perfect Espresso is, or I could just do Costa Riche and get a much lighter look. I love Costa Riche. Jaclyn Hill talks about this constantly, and it is kind of a reddish brown. It's really beautiful. It makes green eyes especially just pop and stand out, and it's gorgeous. So I'm a huge fan of both of these. I unfortunately was not having a nice time with my Urban Decay Perversion mascara, which I'm really trying to use up, and it will be in a video coming up, and I will happily say it's probably not going to be in a favorites video. I wanted so badly to like it and I just don't. But for the lower waterline, I do have issues with smudging down here because I wear really heavy eye creams and then I'm extremely expressive. I will have little mascara smudges by the end of the day. So what I did was, while I was at Ulta, I picked up this Maybelline Volume Express mascara and I got it in black. I'm wearing this on the lower lashes today and I do think it does a really good job at keeping them nice and volumized, yeah, that's the word I'm looking for, but without getting them huge. So I don't like my lower lashes to be longer than my upper lashes, even when I'm just wearing them natural, and my lower lashes are really long. So I like it a lot. I have actually been using it in conjunction with Perversion just to make it a little bit nicer. So I'll curl the lashes, put on a coat of this to hold that curl, then put on Perversion, just, you know, to really get through the product. But yeah, I really do like this a lot. And I might try the non-waterproof version because I'm not a huge fan of waterproof mascara. My eyelashes don't handle it well, but it is nice, you know, to keep the smudging at bay and to keep the mascara in place. Okay, so I have lippies. I have a crap ton of lippies. The first one I want to talk about is the color created by Kathleen Lights for ColourPop, and this is in the shade Lumiere. I have used Lumiere with the lip liner pencil previously, and honestly, the opacity of it just didn't look that nice on my skin tone. Now, I really like this color when I'm just using the lippy stick, and I think it really is different for everyone. Like for Danny's color, Frida, I like it best when I use the lip liner and the lippy stick. For this, I think that it looks best, at least on my complexion, when I'm just using the lippy stick. And this way the lippy stick almost mixes with my natural lip color, and I really, really like the way that that looks. I think it looks amazing on. I'm wearing it today. It is one of my current favorites. I am so proud of Kathleen for this color. This is an amazing, amazing shade. One of my go-tos right now. But the other kind of lip combination of the month, and I wore this so much, and you guys asked non-stop what I was wearing, and it gets like insane. I can't reply to like 50 people telling them the same lip combination over and over. But I also feel bad because like I don't want to put it in every video because then you guys are going to get bored. So the lip combination I was wearing a ton was MAC Whirl Lip Pencil, which is a really pretty kind of dark nude pink color. Has a little bit of brown mixed in there, and this is said to be the lip combination that Kylie Jenner wears, which is Whirl underneath Brave lipstick. Now Brave is just, oh, I love it so much. It's a slightly lighter, pinker nude, so I really liked this combination in particular, but I like Brave on its own a lot. That's kind of like my go-to shade of choice. I just think it's so beautiful. And yeah, those were kind of my beauty favorites of the month. I do have a few miscellaneous favorites. The first was an audiobook, and I'm pulling up my Audible app right now. I'm not affiliated with Audible, but I do use it. I pay for it, not monthly, but I do pay for books when I want them because it's cheaper through Audible than it is through iTunes. So the favorite Audible audiobook of the month was definitely Amy Poehler's Yes Please. I love this dang book. I bought a few audiobooks this month. One of my major flops of the month was America Again by Stephen Colbert, which put me right to sleep. You can see I've got that one right here. I don't know. I really love audiobooks when they're read by the author. I also read Chelsea Chelsea Bang Bang this month. But I really enjoyed Yes Please because it was just so real, and it was a side of like, I didn't know about Amy Poehler. Like, I had seen a lot of her work. I watched Parks and Recreation thanks to my roommate Erin. I watched Mean Girls. I watched Saturday Night Live when she and Tina Fey were doing Weekend Update. I really have always enjoyed her, and then I read Tina Fey's audiobook, and it just blew my mind how smart and how funny Tina Fey really was. So when I saw that Yes Please was on Audible and it was like 17 bucks, I was like, yeah, I'll get it. It made me laugh. It made me cry. I was beside myself the entire time. So I really, really, really like Amy Poehler. I really enjoyed this book. So Yes Please was a huge favorite. The other huge favorite of the month, particularly in the last week, has been this Bigelow Peppermint Bark Minty Chocolate Herb Tea. I guess this really was almost like majorly a favorite of January, but it really was a favorite of last month as well. I took a few bags of this to Georgia with me and then immediately regretted not taking the entire box. This is such a sweet tea. It's one of those that you don't need sugar. It's caffeine free, which is nice for me. I'm sorry for the airplane overhead, because I don't like to drink tea in the mornings. I almost exclusively drink my teas at night. And when you're super sick, hacking up a lung, it is really nice to have something nice and warm, and just, I love the fact that I didn't have to sweeten this. So it's really, really nice. I really love it. This is a really huge favorite, but I don't know how readily available it is or where you can even find it for the most part. I found this at our local commissary, but I haven't actually seen it at any other grocery stores. So keep your eyes open. Peppermint Bark Minty Chocolate Herb Tea. Amazing. You don't need any sweetener. Just, ugh, so good. It takes like 5 minutes to steep as well. So like 5 minutes, you're done. You're good. You're gonna be able to drink your tea all night. So I'm very impatient. Like, that's a huge thing for me in tea. I don't like to wait for it to steep. Okay, I'm rambling. I hope you all had an amazing month of December. Mine was a roller coaster, and January seems to be almost identical. I just love you guys so very much, and I'm so grateful for you. If you have not already, make sure to check out down below my announcement video. You can come and meet me in Kansas City on this Saturday, January the 10th, from 2 to 4 at Lane Bryant and Oak Park Mall, which is in Overland Park, Kansas, which is like in Kansas City. I'd love to get a head count and know how many of you are coming and if you can come and if you want to come. So let me know in the comments down below, or go check out that video for additional information. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, subscribe if you have not already, and until next time, I love you and I will see you in my next video. Bye.